Yeah.
Alright, so first I'll explain these two, then I'll explain this situation, I guess, what occurred and why I got involved in this thing. I'm sure you're just doing a job. The first citation is for reckless driving. There's a court date, so they both had the same court date, August 22nd, 2023, 8:30 a.m. That's at the Circuit Court in Ladysmith. It's not mandatory that you appear at that court date. However, if you don't appear at that court date, you'll be found guilty by default. So if you wish to contest this citation, that is your time and date to do so, okay? There's an estimated 6 demerit points assigned to your driver's license, as well as a bond or citation worth $389.50. If you wish to satisfy the citation, pay the bond amount before the court date.
Can I ask where this happened?
I can. I'll actually explain that in a second, but can I give you this one too, because they're kind of related, okay?
Okay.
So the second citation is for operating a vehicle with a visible electronic device, which is a phone or something similar to that. Same court date, time, again, not mandatory that you appear. However, if you wish to contest the citation, that is your time and date to do so. If you wish not to, pay the bond amount prior to. That has an estimated 4 demerit points on your driver's license and a bond amount of $175.30. So I'll give you that.
How many demerit points are available on a license?
12. 12 in 12 months.
So since I got these citations, how did they come about? Because
Okay.
I didn't get pulled over.
Correct. I'll explain that to you. So when I checked on for work today, Sheriff Wallace told me to investigate a traffic complaint that had come into the department. The traffic complaint occurred, so it's on there, June 19th in the AM hours, like earlier, 8:15 or whatever, and it involved you driving in a like a quad cab pickup owned by the county. So on that day, I'll kind of refresh your memory if I can. On that day, you guys were cutting brush or something up on near the county line. So the specific complaints were that while you were driving up there, you were texting or somehow otherwise manipulating your phone, had it in your hand, or looking down at it, distracted. The second complaint where the reckless driving citation come from, and I have to admit, man, I'm disturbed by it. So when you were going up Highway F, you made a comment about how bad the shoulders were, and then jerked the wheel off the shoulder back up onto the road while pulling a wood chipper. So that's what this is about, or where it came from. Do you have any questions for me about that?
I don't know.
No.
So, like this is not
Well, no, there's lots of time. Like
so
that traffic sitting in the shop right now, no back way, and it was left on half the time to fix those lines.
Enough.
so
And you can go with it right now. They tore it apart because I had it. And I have on my time new fix and washouts. And I went down on County D, it's all on my time card. So, like,
So you and I probably share many of the same frustrations. We have the same ultimate where.
so this come from inside the cab then? The issue? Or somebody from the public saw it?
So I do not know who the original complainant was because Sheriff Wallace didn't tell me. He just told me to investigate it. But I can tell you that I interviewed the 3 people that were in the cab with you. That's how I made my decision, I guess. You can't give any legal advice or anything like that.
No, I know.
But
So,
wouldn't
handheld device on one,
correct.
and hitting the shoulder on the second one.
Correct. So the information I had wasn't so
So if my strobe light is on and I'm in the work zone, I can't drive on the shoulder?
so let me explain it to you because I want you to understand my thought process because I don't want you to think I'm like being a jerk to you. So the information I had is that you're driving about 50 miles an hour. We're talking about how bad the road or the shoulder was. Jerked your wheel onto it, and then jerked it back. That was the information. Not like it was a accidental thing or like a work function thing. Like it was a statement to demonstrate how dangerous it was or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, man, this is not something that I take any pleasure in, nor is it something that I spent more time on this than I have any other traffic complaint I've ever worked in my career. This is not something that I want to do.
Is there any way to document how fast I was going?
There isn't, other than the people said it was about highway speed. So no allegation of speeding, but like you didn't slow down prior to. So again, like I said, I can't give you legal advice, but if you, and I'm not 100% sure how the process works, I think that you would have to wait your court date and plead like not guilty, and then the district attorney would speak with you and probably try to reach some sort of agreement with you. But I can't give any legal advice. I can just tell you that's probably how that process works.
Because I mean, 10 points is serious.
10 points is a lot of points.
I mean, I haven't had points off in a long time.
Oh, right.
Like 20, 30, 20, 25 years.
Again, I don't want to promise you anything because I have no control over the court system. But I know in my report, I document that you have a clean driver. That you have no history with.
How can I file a complaint then about like phone use or speaking? What's the process?
So, again, I don't really know how this one initiated, other than somehow or another it made it to the sheriff and it was given to me.
So contact Sean is what you recommend.
I would, and the other thing that I would recommend is to have some sort of documentation, like some sort of
Like they have?
So they have proof.
So I will tell you this much because it's public record and it's something that's submitted into evidence. But there is actually a photo of you driving with your phone like this. Okay. So that's, like I said, that's public record. That's submitted as evidence. There wasn't a case file or whatever, so it's not like it.
And I was driving, not sitting on the shoulder.
Yes, it appears as though you were driving. So I don't know. Like I said, this isn't a situation I've had with. I take no pleasure in this. Certainly don't want to didn't. I have a crap with respect for you and the job that county and the dynamics we have, and we are always asked to do more with less. And That's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But
Anything I should ask?
do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
All right. Is your camera on?
It is. Do you want it not to be?
Nope.
No, we got nothing to hide.
I would.
Doesn't matter.
Just because I'm not in a good situation.
We know what this is about.
Yep.
That's all we need to know.
So, I assume after talking to you,
And I don't mean that bad,
No.
not in a good situation like this explained. Yeah.
I don't, after talking to you, I feel like there's probably more
Yeah.
that
Well, the guy and the cat is the board members of it.
That I'm after.
Huh?
That I'm after.
She's at recordings of them.
Sure, he knows that. It's enough.
I
We
try
know.
to avoid all of that situation as much as possible, but
But now we're served citations, and gonna have probably be terminated. So
if there's anything I can do for you, man, let me know. If you want to have another conversation another time, I'm okay with that. I understand your frustration. Like I said, it's a crappy deal. I'm not very happy.
Well,
All of it, so.
if I think you explained this well, and I don't have any other questions. I don't want to do anything I'm not supposed to do. I guess.
done.
All right.
I agree.
Well, best of luck to you, man. I want to chat or something.
Thank you.
Yeah.